Hi, everyone. Roger Kern here at rogersactingtips.com. Welcome. Good to see you. I was speaking the other day to a young aspiring actor, as I often do. Many people approach me as uh, a possible teacher or a coach, which I have done for many years, over 35 years experience as an actor, and over 20 years experience as a coach, and probably around 25 to 30 years as a director. I've been doing all of these things all along, kind of all together. They all go hand in hand and they all help each other. As I often tell people, I learn more about acting when I'm directing, and more about directing when I'm teaching uh, than I do when I'm actually doing acting and directing. So it just kind of goes hand in hand, and it's all experience. And I'm here to share it with you. Uh, this young aspiring actor was telling me that he found the concept of rhythm confusing. He wanted to know why I didn't call it pace or timing. And to unconfuse him, I wanted to make sure that he understood that timing and pace are definitely part of rhythm. And I understand the confusion. Of course, rhythm, that word is not the first thing that comes to your mind when you're talking about acting. Now, it does when it comes to being a musician or something like that, which is actually a very good point, which brings me to thinking about examples of actors that I think of that have a great sense of rhythm. The first one that comes to my mind is Christopher Walken. And I know that you're aware of him because he's a very famous and one of our biggest stars. And my gosh, I can't imagine not being a fan of Christopher Walken. I've been a fan for a long time, and he deserves it. I mean, he's a very unique actor. And interestingly enough, his background, he started trained as a dancer. Fascinating, isn't it? And matter of fact, in my course, the Acting Formula 101, where I talk about developing the skills and the different attributes that you must become aware of and aspects of your life you must become aware of in order to get tools enough to begin to approach acting. You're building your craft, building your own formula. I strongly suggest in the rhythm exercise that you go dancing. Why? To start gaining a sense of rhythm, to being able to feel and immerse yourself into the rhythms of music, which will translate into your observation skills and seeing the rhythm of life around you. Seeing notice when there's high energy days or low energy days or low energy environment or smooth and sultry environments or fast, crisp, quick-paced environments, and what the emotional climates are surrounding those rhythms of life are. Christopher Walken does this very uniquely in all kinds of environments. And if you watched him, if you saw him in such roles as the Italian mafioso in True Romance, or the military officer that comes to visit the boy and give the gold watch to a young Bruce Willis in Pulp Fiction, or saw him in Deer Hunter. Brilliant performance. These roles, he brings a very unique rhythm to the way he delivers his lines. And that is something that is very unique to his rhythm as an actor. And he makes it apply in all environments and characters. And you know how you can tell someone who really has a unique sense of rhythm? They're the actors that end up being imitated. And Christopher Walken is one of those guys that a lot of people imitate because it's so strong. I mean, if you think about it, William Shatner was another one that has a unique rhythm in his delivery, so much so that he's very imitated over the years. There's a lot of actors, and not just actors, personalities. Johnny Carson was one who a lot of people imitated, but Humphrey Bogart, certainly an interesting kind of a flat rhythm that was driving. Jimmy Cagney, another style, and also a more interesting kind of to the ear too, because he had a kind of interesting quality of voice besides that rapid fire delivery. But you see, these are all unique rhythms to an actor that gives them character and makes you want to go see them again because you like the way they dance, so to speak, quote unquote. So, to answer his question about why isn't rhythm pace and timing instead, why don't you say that instead? Because it's all inclusive. Your pacing, your timing, your delivery of your lines, the way you elongate the words or say them staccato and chopped, or whatever you're doing as an actor through the emotional climate, through your sense memory that you are using as you approach this role, whichever role it is, it all feeds in and builds to one rhythm. Also, dancing is very important because you need to dance with a partner. And when you're in a play or in a movie, there's sure there are times when you have your monologues or your soliloquies, and yes, you've got the spotlight by yourself, and then the rhythm is all yours. But most of the time, you're dealing with someone else, and it's a dance. It's a rhythm. It's a give and take, and it's how you're playing that dance, how you're dancing that dance, is the measure of success you're having in gaining what you want to get from that other actor. And that's the dance you're doing because both of you are trying to get something from each other. That's what makes dramatic conflict, you see. And so it's very important to become attuned to the way people are expressing themselves in different weather climates, emotional climates, environmental climates, all kinds of situations, dramatic or comic, and seeing what the rhythms are involved in life when you're observing so that you can mirror those and bring them to your performance. And if you do that enough, eventually you find your unique style and rhythm like someone like Christopher Walken has. And I want to reiterate, he has trained in many different things. He started off as a dancer in off Broadway musicals or in New York, dancing and singing. If you saw him in Pennies from Heaven with Steve Martin, he has a wonderful musical number that he does with Bernadette Peters. These kinds of experiences and this kind of work leads to developing a unique artist, which, boy, that's an understatement when it comes to Christopher Walken. That's a unique artist. So keep your eyes out for that kind of actor. And remember what I said. It's the ones that mostly get imitated because those people are so unique. They are mind stickers. They stick in your memory. And when you hear that they're in a movie, you go back to see them again. So keep that in mind. And that's what I have to say about rhythm. It's all inclusive. It's physical, it's pacing, it's timing, it's movement, it's delivery, It's all of those things. And even though it isn't the first thing you think about when you think about acting, it is a category all unto itself. And it has to do with your entire instrument, from the bottom of your feet to the top of your head, and coming from your heart, okay? All right. If you have any questions about this, please go to my website, rogersactingtips.com. Be sure to subscribe for free, and then send me an email. And in return, I'll get back to you. If you have a question, I'll get back to you. And especially enjoy the discounts that are for all of my products on the website. And if you have any questions about those, please email me. I'll be happy to get back to you. And with that, thank you so much for watching and listening. And I'll see you soon.